Hi there, it's Debbie Anderson here today. I'm here today from Inner Liberation Healing, and I am here to share with you a video today. Before we get started with that, I would ask if you would be kind enough to subscribe to my channel if it resonates with you. Leave me a comment, thumbs up. I would appreciate that very much. It helps the channel so much. So today I am sharing a Soul Center Healing Hypnosis session, or the majority of the session, where it clearly demonstrates the entities and attachments that were found within the client, and how these attachments and energies, earthbound spirit in one case, were returned to source, and some of them that were AI in nature were taken by the archangels off and out of the universe and back to where they belong. So, excuse me, if you would like to book a session with me, I will be available to do that with you. Find the booking information on my site, my website. The information is listed below. And this work is extremely powerful, and it really does raise the vibration of the client and also the beings that are removed and released back to source or taken off planet. And also it really raises the vibration ultimately of our mother Gaia. So I hope that you find this section, the majority of this section of this soul-centered healing hypnosis session, and I am a practitioner for soul-centered healing hypnosis. And enjoy the session, and I'll see you next time.
And as you walk through the door to the other side, close the door behind you. You've arrived in this beautiful place of peace and relaxation. And I'd like you now to take part of your awareness in this beautiful place of peace and relaxation. And I'd like you to scan it down your physical body. As your physical body is laying on the bed in a very detached way, scan down your body almost as if your body belongs to someone else. And I want you to start at the top of your head and let me know as you pass your awareness down your body if you become aware of any pain or discomfort or anger or anxiety or anything dense that you feel shouldn't be there. Just pass your awareness down your body, beginning now at your head, and let me know if you find anything.
I see a dark energy on my third eye, just covering it, and then like a heaviness on my chest, and I feel like crying.
It's okay to cry.
I feel tingling on my head on top of it, but there's just like black kind of covering my face.
So let's talk more about that tingling and that blackness covering your face. I would like to ask that Archangel Michael comes and put his net of light on this one on the bed's face, entirely around this area, around her third eye, around her face, completely. And I would like to ask that this blackness that's covering her face find its way to her throat so that I might talk to it directly. Do that now. Are you there?
Like it's kind of moving up my head.
I would like that energy that's moving up your head, that's black, to come and speak to me in your throat. Do that now.
It's avoiding the throat.
I know that you're there. We found you today, and we want you to come and speak to us. We aren't here to cause you harm. Come to this one on the bed's throat, and we will talk to you. This blackness that's covering her face, that's causing tingling in her head, come now. We know you're avoiding us, but we found you today. Come and speak to us now.
I saw like an eyeball in my forehead, but that's it. It's just very quiet.
Let's have this eyeball in your forehead come down and speak in your throat.
He found me.
Yes. Hello. We did find you. Who are you?
What do you want?
I would like to speak to you today. We're here to help you.
It doesn't want to speak.
Why don't you want to speak to us? We're here to help you. Tell me who you are.
My hands and legs are tingly.
Yeah. If you could associate a color with this energy, this tingling energy, that's blackness that is covering your face, what color would this energy be that doesn't want to speak to us today? What color would it be?
It feels like a black crystal.
Very good. And again, I'm going to ask this energy, this black crystal, this eyeball energy that's in your forehead to come and speak to me now in your throat. We found you. We want to speak to you. We know you've been hiding. Come and speak to us now.
Doesn't want to.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak to me. Would you like us to help you today?
It's the master.
It's the master. Very good. Master of what?
Dark.
So you must be very powerful. Is that right?
There are antennae coming off of it.
Yes.
My head.
May I ask if this is an organic consciousness?
It's mechanical.
Are you AI?
The crystal comes from another planet. And it uses the antennae to connect to other things.
What does it
outside of this
connect to?
person.
What does it connect to?
Let's see. Like satellites.
And where's the master?
Here
Where's here?
in my head.
And again, is this a organic consciousness? This master?
It feels like it.
So we have this entire energy in Archangel Michael's net of light. And again, I'm going to give you, Master, the ability to speak with me now. Would you like to do that?
It's turned its volume down. It
Does it want to talk?
doesn't want to let you know anything.
Well, we've already found you today, and we're going to remove you from this one on the bed's energy field and her body. We're going to remove you today. So you're going to have the opportunity right now to talk to me or not, but we are going to remove you today. And you are going to go back to source.
It just wants to go further into my head.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen today. So I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael and the team that we have here today. And this very powerful team and Archangel Michael are here to help you to heal and to return to source. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, and I'm going to ask Archangel Zadkiel, and I'm going to ask Kuan Yin, Archangels Uriel and Archangels Azrael, all to be on hand to remove this entity from this one on the bed today.
It feels like it's connecting, goes down to my throat.
Very
And then
good.
down into my chest. Like a line, like another black crystal in my throat. And then it goes down into my chest, down to like my stomach.
So it goes from your
Like the
from
middle
your
of my
head.
head
Mhm.
down to my throat, down my chest to
Your stomach.
the upper part of my stomach.
Now let me ask if this is also an AI
It feels
device.
AI as well.
Right,
Yes, like black,
right.
shiny black card.
Okay. And this is the last opportunity that I'm going to give you. Will you like to speak to me today?
It turns the volume way down on it.
Very good. That's fine. So I'm going to ask the team that we've brought here today to help us, that are all in place. Archangel Michael and the rest of the team are all here to remove this device and also this energy, this organic consciousness that's in your head, your throat, your chest, and your stomach. And I'm going to ask that the archangels remove this today. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and we're going to remove this energy and this AI device in a few minutes.
It's connected to the back of my head as well, and like the pineal, the middle.
So it sounds like a very complicated device that's been there.
Like down the back of my shoulders.
Yeah. So let's remove that today. And if you choose not to speak with me, I'm going to have the team remove you anyway. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and we're going to remove that entire energy out of you, and then we'll remove the AI device. So 3, everyone's in place. The entire team is in place. This entire energy is in the net of light of Archangel Michael, and nothing can get out of that. 2, gently, carefully, this energy is removed from the head and the throat and the chest and the stomach, the back of the head and the shoulders. This entire energy is removed, and it's up and it's out. Completely removed. 1. Completely removed. 1. And Archangel Michael and the team are taking this energy up to source. Is there anything that this energy, this master dark energy, has to say before it goes to source?
You won.
And is there anything that this one on the bed has to say to this energy?
Bye-bye.
Very good. Thank you. Now next we're going to remove any part of the AI device that might happen to remain. That would be in the head and the throat and the chest and the stomach, back of the head and the shoulders. This black shiny device. Now I ask that this black shiny device go to the throat right now, if you would like to speak to me. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
We don't want to.
You don't want to what?
Speak.
You don't want to speak? That's okay. So I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael again and the team, and especially Archangel Zadkiel and Metatron, to assist with the technology here today, this AI device. And we're going to remove this AI device completely from this one on the bed. We're going to remove it its entirety. We're going to count from 3 down to 1, and it's going to be completely removed. 3, everyone's in place. All the archangels are in place in case they're needed. 2, this AI device is gently and carefully removed from this one on the bed's body and energetic fields. It's removed from the head, the back of the head, the throat, the pineal gland, the chest, the stomach, the shoulders, any area in which any tentacles or cables have attached. Up and out, Archangel Michael and Archangel Zadkiel are removing it with Archangel Metatron. Up and out, I can see them removing it, up and out, one, completely and completely removed, all of it. Completely and utterly removed, completely. Now, as this AI device is removed, it's going to be taken up and out of this universe. Is there anything that you have to say to the one in the bed before you leave?
I saw a box being removed from my throat.
Very good. We're going to just continue on and we're going to remove the box, and any other AI device has been taken up and out from you. And the archangels are taking it up and out of this universe back to where it belongs. This device does not belong in your energetic body or in your body at all. Now I'm going to ask if you can imagine in your mind a color to flood into this area where this master dark organic energy was, and also where this AI device that was in all of these areas in your body. What color would that be that you would flood to these areas?
White.
Very good. Very good. And we're going to ask the archangels to send this beautiful white light to all these areas within the one in the bed's energetic field and her body, and fill it completely. Now you may feel that space that's created being filled with this beautiful white light. Very good. Now I'm going to ask that you put your awareness back in to scanning your body. Again, back to your head and making its way down through your body and your energetic field. Just let me know if you find anything that shouldn't be there.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my ears, in my inner ear, like blocks.
Would this be both of your ears?
Yes.
You feel a lot of pressure in both of your ears?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I could ask you if you would associate that with a color, with this pressure in both your ears. What color would that be?
Oh, it's dark, like a
Mhm.
blackish gray.
Very good. Okay. Again, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to come and put his net of light around both of your ears completely so that all of that area is covered by his net of light. And this dark black gray energy is within that. Now I'm going to ask that this dark black gray energy, where you're feeling pressure in both of your ears, come to your throat. And I'd like to speak to it today. Do that now. Hello? We've discovered you there today. We know you're there, and we're here to help.
We are
We'd like-
here.
Yes.
It's AI.
How do you know that?
I see mechanical black things.
Black things.
Yeah, black, like
Like cables.
instrument.
Like an instrument. What's this instrument doing?
Transmitting things.
Transmitting?
From me.
Yeah. Transmitting
Like
what you
my
think or what?
My thoughts.
Yeah. And where's it?
My thoughts.
Oh, okay. Well, aren't you clever? Why would you be doing that? Why are you doing that to her? We found you, so you're in the net of light and you can't get away. So we're going to remove you today. If you'd like to speak and say why you're transmitting her thoughts and where you're transmitting these thoughts to, where are they going?
They go so other people know what she's thinking.
Other people have the ability then to know what she's thinking?
Yes.
What people?
Get Illuminati.
Ah. Well, how long has this device, this instrument, been, these mechanical black things, been doing this in both of her ears? How long? How many years? How old was she?
I got 30,000 years. I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
30,000 years. So did this come in her DNA?
It traveled with her.
So I'm just going to ask that your conscious mind just step back and let me speak to this device. Just take your conscious mind, it's okay, and step back. And this AI mechanical black device, I would like to speak to it. So it sounds as though you've been in her DNA for a long time and passed down through her DNA. Is that correct?
We came with her.
Sorry?
We came with her.
Came with her. Well, you know that we live in a free will universe. Do you know that?
No.
No. We do. And you don't have any right to be in this one's energetic fields and in her ears. You don't have the right to be there. She didn't give you permission. Are you aware?
No.
No. So today we're going to remove you and we're going to send you back up to where you belong in your own universe because she doesn't want you here in her energetic body and in her physical body. She doesn't want you here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to call upon the team that helps and removes these entities and devices. And I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael, and I'm going to call upon Archangel Zadkiel and Kuan Yin, and have the other archangels here in case they're required. And I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1. And this dark black gray energy, this mechanical energy that's AI in both of her ears is going to be removed and taken back to where it belongs in its own universe. So we're going to count from 3 down to 1. 3, I'm asking all the angels and the archangels that are here to help and assist today. 2, this energy is removed from both of her ears. This dark, black, gray energy, this mechanical AI instrument that's been transmuting her thoughts and confusing her thoughts is completely removed from her. 1, up and out, up and out. I can see it removed. I can see it being taken up and out and removed back. It's taken up and out of the universe by the archangels. And this area is now left a space behind. And I'd like you to think of a light and a color that you would like to be sent and flooded into these areas, these both of your ears. What color would that be?
Blue.
It would be blue.
Blue.
And I'm going to ask the archangels to send this blue, beautiful blue light into both of her ears and flood that area with this beautiful blue. And as I do, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to please cut any cables, any cords, any negative attachments to both of her ears, and also to the device that was attached previously that we took out. Have Archangel Michael take any of the cords and cables that might be attached to negative attachments to this one on the bed. Very good. Thank you. Now let's continue along and put your awareness now back into your mind so that you continue to scan down your body and carefully and gently look for anything that you feel is a problem, any emotional energies, any physical pains, any sensations. Just take your time and let me know if there's anything at all that you're sensing.
I feel heaviness on my chest,
Very good.
like a grayish, blobby energy.
Grayish energy in your chest?
Yeah,
Is it in the middle of
like-
your chest?
it just kind of covers. It's like a goo, like a blob. It just
Like,
covers
okay.
it like a light gray.
Okay. So let's ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this grayish energy in her chest, this goo, this blob, and that's contained completely in the net of light. And as we do, we're going to ask that this energy, this grayish energy that's in her chest, that this energy goes directly to her throat where she can communicate and speak to me today. And I would like to speak to this energy now. I'm going to ask that her conscious mind steps back and that I speak to this blob of goo, grayish energy right now. Hello.
What do you want?
Well, I would like to speak to you today. Would that be okay? I want to know who you are.
It feels artificial.
It feels like it's AI.
Yes.
So, are you AI? We found you, and we're going to take you out of her chest today. So, if you'd like an opportunity to speak to me, you've got it right now.
I just see it moving around like gooey
Right?
blob.
Like a glue. And is this energy also in your throat?
I feel like it starts at the bottom of my throat and covers my whole
Yeah.
chest and abdomen.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to give you one more opportunity to speak with me here today. I can see that you're in the bottom of her throat and also in her chest, and that you're an AI device. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to speak with me today?
I feel it doesn't really have much thought.
Okay. And do you know why it's there?
It's a weight that covers my energy, so I can't let it out.
Okay. So maybe it doesn't have the ability to speak
Yeah.
very well. Okay. Well, I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael and the team to come and remove this energy today, up and out of the one in the bed's body and energetic field. So I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Uriel and Azrael to come and be in hand and be in the ready here to remove this energy from her bottom of her throat, this black goo, this grayish energy that's in her chest that's weighing her down. I'm going to ask that they remove this, and I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. We're going to do this. Call upon the angels to do this now. And everyone's on the ready. Everybody's ready. They're all in place. 3, 2, up and out. Then remove this energy gently from the bottom of her throat that's been preventing her from speaking, and up and out of her chest that's causing a feeling of weight on it. Up and out, gently and carefully removed, up and out. 1, completely removed entirely. I can see that energy being taken completely out of the universe by the archangels. The space that's left behind, I ask that if you could split some light into these areas in your lower throat and in your chest entirely, what color would that be?
Golden.
Golden. So let's ask the archangels to flood that area with golden, beautiful golden light. Beautiful, beautiful. Both the bottom of the throat and all of the chest, completely and utterly filled with golden light. I ask that Archangel Michael use his sword to cut any cords, any energetic cords, any attachments, any negative attachments to the one in the bed. Remove those completely. Now I'd like to ask if this area is completely removed of any energetic attachments and entities. Is there anything that's left behind in this area in the chest?
It feels like it's gone.
Very good. So let's continue now with our scan. And just look around the body in your mind to see if there's anything that needs to be attended to, removed, released.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my third eye, like something just poking it, like a
Okay.
something smaller, just pressing there.
Okay.
Almost
And if
like
you
a
could,
pin,
like a pin.
black, like black AI.
Yeah.
Um,
And it feels like a pin.
like the pressure feels kind of like a pin
Okay.
pressure right there.
Mhm.
It looks more like a spike, kind of a
Okay.
black.
Black. So I'm going to
Shiny.
ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this area, around her third eye, her forehead area, completely, so that that's all contained entirely in this net of light, in Archangel Michael's net of light, safely in there. I'm going to ask that this black AI, spike-like energy go down to her throat. And I'd like to speak to this energy right now. Is that possible right now? Again, I'm going to ask that your conscious mind take a step back so that I might speak to this energy in your throat now. Are you there? We're not here to hurt you. We did discover you here, though, in the one in the bed's third eye. Would you like to speak with me today? Because we found you. Do you have a voice? I'm asking to speak to this black spike-like energy that is in the one in the bed's third eye. Would you like to speak today? Because if you don't want to speak, that's fine. But I am going to ask the team of archangels to remove you today. So this will be your opportunity if you have something to say.
What I'm getting is that they're saying, I only get part of it. We want her to know that she is. And it's like some galactic being.
Okay.
Like I'm powerful and they want to stop me.
Very good.
Forgot to do that.
And they're stopping you by putting this spike like black spike in your third eye.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to remove you today with the team. We're actually going to take you up and out of this being's energetic field because you don't belong there. So I'm going to call upon the team of Archangel Michael and the rest of the archangels, and that's going to include Archangel Zadkiel. And I'm going to ask that everyone be in place. It would seem this energy does not really want to speak, but it doesn't belong there. So we're going to ask the team to remove it. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and I'm going to ask the archangels to be in place and be on the ready to remove this energy from this one in the bed's third eye, this black AI pin-like device, the spike. So counting from 3 down to 1. 3, the archangels are all ready. This energy is in the net of light. 2, removing this spike from the one in the bed's third eye, pulling this spike out of her third eye that has been causing her not to realize that she is a powerful being, a galactic being. Removing this completely, number 1, up and out completely. Removed, up and taken up and out of this universe back to where it belongs. I'm going to ask that Archangel Michael cut any cables and any cords and any other parts to this AI black pin spike-like device in her third eye. Cut those cords. I'm going to ask what color of light that you would like flooded into this area.
Purple.
Lovely. We're going to ask the archangels to put this purple light and flood this purple light into the third eye area, this beautiful area. We're going to flood that completely with this beautiful, beautiful light. Archangels are doing that now. You might feel completely different in this area that's been held back for such a long time. Very good. Lovely. Let's continue along now and put your awareness into your body and into your physical energetic body and scan your body. Continue that. Your awareness is going down your body to see if there's anything else that feels like it shouldn't be there.
My jaw,
Your jaw. Tell me about your jaw.
the sides of my jaw from the top of my ears down to the
Down to where? Top of
down
it.
to
Down
like
to your jaw? Bottom
down
of
my
your jaw?
jaw and then forward toward my chin, but about halfway
Yeah.
there.
What does it feel like?
Feels pressure and soreness. Feel
Okay.
tight.
Yeah.
There's a
And
grayish area,
grayish area.
grayish energy.
Grayish energy. Okay. And I'm going to ask that we put the net of light around this, and Archangel Michael will do that with his beautiful net of light to contain this pressure and this soreness and this grayish energy in your jaw area. This energy is all contained in that. I'm going to ask if this energy can come and speak to me in your throat. Please do that now. To your voice box, please do that now. And this pain and this soreness, this pressure, what do you have to say today, to me today?
We like her.
Yes, she's lovely. Why do you like her? What is it that you like about her?
She's nice.
Yes. And who are you? Can you tell me? Who am I speaking to?
It feels to be an entity of um, maybe more of an earthbound entity.
And how did you end up here in her jaw? How did you end up there?
Her jaw injury.
And can you tell me who you are?
I feel like it's a little girl.
Can I speak to this little girl? And I'm going to ask that maybe you step back your consciousness. Can I speak to her?
I don't know why it's so hard for me to do that. My consciousness wants to take over.
Well, let's have your consciousness step back just for a few minutes. It will be fine. And I'd like to speak to this little girl.
This little girl's looking for her mommy.
Well, we're going to help her find her mummy today. Would you like to go back to your mummy? Would you like to go back to her?
She feels scared.
Yeah, I bet. Can she tell me how she ended up with this jaw injury? How did she end up? What happened to her? Can she tell me? Did she pass on? Was she in an accident?
Oh, car accident?
How old was she?
3?
3. I was going to ask her if she can go back to that day that it happened in the car accident. I'd like to ask her if she knows that she passed over in this accident. Does she remember what happened and if she died?
I see an old car,
Yeah.
the back seat of an old car
Mhm.
with her brother, baby brother.
Her baby brother. Mhm.
Yeah. And her mom's driving. It's like a 1950s car.
Yeah. Well, would she like to go and be back with her family today?
Yeah.
Because she's taken up up her space and her energy in the one on the bed. Would she like to go back and be with her own family?
She wants to be with her mom.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask that the archangels help today to get her back to her family and to source. Would she like us to help her today to do that? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to call upon the team. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel and Kuan Yin to come and take this energy, this grayish energy that has been in the one in the bed's jaw for quite some time. And I'm going to ask that they come and remove this and help her go back to source and be with her family. So everyone in place, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Kuan Yin, call upon Ascended Master Jesus Christ also to come and help today. I'm going to ask that we do this and say from 3 down to 1 and help her to go back to source and to her family where she's going to be happy and feel safe and joyful again. 3, everyone's in place. 2, removing this earthbound spirit, this young girl, age 3, moving her up and out, gently out of the one on the bed's jaw, where she's been taking up refuge and staying there for a number of years. 1, removed completely, up and out and up and removed. And I can see the archangels walking her over to the light. Is there anything that she would like to tell the one in the bed before she goes back to Source? Is there anything she has to say to her?
Thank you for taking care of me.
Very good. And is there anything that the one in the bed has to say to this little girl?
Be well. Go be with your mommy.
Lovely. Thank you. I can see that she's being walked up back into Source, and she's very happy and excited about this. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael if there's any cords that remain, that they be cut, any attachments, anything that's attached to be cut with Archangel Michael. Now, if we were to flood the area, and if you were to flood the area with beautiful light for this space that's now here in your jaw area, what color would that be?
Green.
Very good. Let's ask the archangels to please flood this area with this beautiful, beautiful green light. Sending beautiful green light. The archangels are flooding your jaw area, top of your ears, your chin, with beautiful green light. Very good. Now I'm going to ask that you move your awareness back into your body and into your energetic field and continue your scanning down your body. Let me know if you find anything at all.
I feel pressure on the top of my head.
Outside of your head or on your physical head?
On the head, touching the head,
Okay.
like on the layer of the
Scalp?
scalp
Okay.
or the skull.
Great. And what color would you associate this pressure with?
Well, it looks kind of whitish gray, like a light gray.
Mhm. Very good. And let's ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this pressure that's in the top of your head and your scalp, this whitish gray energy. And I'm going to ask that this energy go down to your throat so that I might speak to it. Do that now.
I feel like they said we don't want her to know.
What don't you want her to know?
Information coming in from source through my crown chakra.
Yes. Well, we do know because we found you here today. So you have the opportunity to talk to us. And are you an organic being?
Doesn't really feel like it has a consciousness.
Is there anything that you would like to talk to us about today? Because we've discovered you. So we're going to help you to be removed from this being's on the bed's body and her energetic fields. So if you have anything that you would like to tell us, now's the time. Would you like to speak to us today?
We don't want her to know who she is.
Why is that? Why is that?
She comes from the stars.
Nice. What stars? Can you tell us?
Arcturia.
Turia. And why don't you want her to know about who she is?
She's more powerful than she can imagine.
Very good. And how long have you been not wanting her to know who she is and how powerful she is?
A long, long time.
Can I ask you if you're an organic being?
Mechanical.
You're mechanical. Well, we found you here today, and we're going to actually remove you from this beautiful being's energetic field. So you're going to be taken up and out of her and taken back to your own universe. Do you know that? Because we've
Yes.
discovered you. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call upon the archangels to come and do this work today. And I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, who has his net of light around you completely. So we have you. And we're going to ask Archangel Zachiel and any of the other archangels who are on hand to stand by to assist today. So I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1. And we're going to remove this energy, this whitish gray energy that's been preventing the one on the beds from knowing who she is and allowing information to come into her crown. So 3, everyone's on the ready. 2, removing this energy, this mechanical energy, this AI unit up and out, all parts of it that are on the top of her head, in her scalp, any part of it that is attached into her head or her body. Remove this entirely. The archangels are doing this now. 1, this has been completely removed entirely. Thank you. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael also to cut any cables, any attachments, any antenna, anything that's been attached to the top of her head and her scalp that is preventing her from knowing who she really is. Now, if I could ask you to tell me the color that you would like to be flooded into this area where the space has been.
White and pink.
White. I'm going to ask the archangels to please put this beautiful white and pink light into the top and the crown area and the scalp area and flood it into her completely, into this space that is now there. Very beautiful. Very nice. Thank you. I'm going to ask you now to put your awareness once again back into your body and your energetic fields. To continue to scan your body to see if there's anything
I see a machine in the middle of my head and it's connected to my eyes. Like a,
Machine.
like a
Yeah.
mechanical. It's kind of big.
Yeah. What color is it?
It's grayish,
Mhm.
but it's like a solid.
Yeah.
Solid piece, like a plastic. With
And
different parts to it.
And it's in the middle of your head. Does it have
Yeah,
any?
right in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this device completely, and any tentacles, any cables that attach to it, so that it's completely contained in the net of light. This machine. It's big, gray, solid, perhaps plastic-like. And may I ask that this energy please go down to the one on the bed's throat so that I might talk to her. So tell me who you are.
He said we don't want to. We're just doing our job.
You don't want to what, talk?
Talk.
Well, you have the opportunity because we found you today and you're going to be removed from the one in the bed's body and energy fields. So this is your opportunity to speak. If you have anything to say, you don't want to?
Wow, they were doing quite a lot.
What were they doing?
Just taking up massive space, connecting to my eyeballs and what I see.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was doing. It's big.
You're not willing to, this AI unit, you're not willing to speak to tell us what you were doing?
Messing things up.
Messing things up. How?
Thoughts, feelings, emotions,
That's a lot.
trajectories, images,
And what's the purpose of doing all that?
manifestation,
Mhm.
interference.
How did you end up being in the one in the bed? How did you end up getting there?
I felt like it was on a spaceship.
And how long ago was this device put into her energetic?
30
She was 30?
years ago.
30 years ago. Okay. And I just want you to know that this energy can't be here because we found you now, and you're going to be removed from the one in the bed's body. You're going to be taken up and out of it and removed and out of this universe. So I'm actually just going to ask the archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangels Uriel and Azrael, all to stand by to remove this huge device out of the one in the bed's head. So everybody's in place. I'm going to ask that this energy and this device be removed completely. Any tentacles, anything that's attached to it, this massive area. I'm going to ask that they do that after I count from 3 down to 1. 3, everyone again in place. Everyone's ready. 2, slowly and gently, this device, this massive device that's been there for 30 years, or that was put in there in the middle of her head, near her eyeballs as well. All of this unit be removed and taken out completely, gently. Any attachments and cables, all of it completely and utterly removed. It's been affecting her emotions and thoughts, trajectory, interference with all of these. One, completely removed. Now I ask the space that's left behind. I ask that the archangels to please flood this area with light. What light would you like to be flooded into this area?
Blue, like Archangel Michael's blue.
Beautiful. Electric blue.
Yeah.
First, I'm going to ask that he cut any cords, any cables, any attachments with his sword, that all of this be completely removed. Thank you. And then we're going to flood this, ask Archangel Michael and the team to flood this area with this blue electric light. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to ask if you put your awareness back into your body and to scan it one more time. See if there's anything that you feel that doesn't belong there.
Back of my head.
Tell me about the back of your head.
Feels AI like black.
And
Like
it's
metal, yeah.
It's a black color, black in color.
Like a shiny black,
Mm-hmm.
but also metal. Like grayish, shiny,
Right.
like an instrument, and it goes across the base of my skull, down my neck. And then I feel stuff in my shoulders too, my shoulder blades.
Okay.
And it goes up halfway into my head. Just the back of it, like not in the inside.
Right. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this device completely so that it's contained 100% and absolutely in his net of light. This black, shiny metal device that is going up the back of the one in the bed's head, her neck, her shoulders. I'm going to
I feel like
ask.
it's gripping on.
Right. Gripping on.
Like it's grabbing the back of my skull. Like tentacles.
Tentacles. Okay. I'm going to make sure that Archangel Michael has all of this in his net of light. Nothing can come out of that net of light. It's all contained in there completely. Now I'll ask if this AI device would like to come down and speak. If you have anything that you have to say, come down to the throat to do so. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
Messing things up.
You're messing things up?
Yes.
Why?
For her.
Why?
We want to.
Well, what does that do for you?
We like it. We control.
And do you have a master above you?
Yes.
You do. And is this master also AI or organic?
Organic.
I see. Okay. Well, do you know that you're being used and the masters are telling you what to do? You're taking energy from the being that's on the bed.
We didn't know that.
Okay. Well, today we're going to take you up and out of this one of the bed's energy field and out of her body. We're also going to speak with the organic master. I'd like to speak with the master of this AI device now. I'd like you to come into her throat and speak to me.
She has us. Has us.
She has us? What do you mean?
She has us.
What does that mean?
She has our knowledge.
Who's she?
Amy.
And who am I speaking with?
The one.
And you're the one?
Yes.
And who are you?
The one who knows all.
And I'm going to ask if you are aware that do you have someone above you or are you the master?
Above.
You have someone above you?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, I'm going to ask you if you could do something for me and look within yourself and see that if you have a spark of light within you. Would you do that?
Okay.
Can you see a spark?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to ask if you could please amplify this spark of light and make it 50% bigger. Could you do that, please?
We can.
And I'm going to ask if you could amplify that even again, another 50%, so that it contains your entire being. Do that now. How is that feeling?
It feels different.
Yes. Well, you've been lied to by those above you and been controlled by those above you. You've been left in the dark. And all of us have this source energy within us. And that's what you're feeling different today. So today you've been found. I found you. And we're going to help you go back to a very powerful source of light. Are you wanting to do that?
Yes.
Very good. So first I'm going to ask the team that helps me, Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangels Uriel, Raphael, Azrael. I'm going to ask that these angels and archangels help to assist today to bring you to source. So I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. And you're going to go back to source where you came from and where you will find how you don't require another's energy to survive, and you will become happier and healthy in your energy. 3, everyone's in place. 2, removing Archangel Michael and the team removing this master organic energy called the One, and removing that energy up and out, up and out from her neck, her shoulders. This shiny black energy that's been gripping onto her back of her neck and her head. One, completely removed. Completely removed. And as this energy goes up and out with the archangels, I ask, do you have anything to say to the one in the bed before you go?
Goodbye.
Very good. And the one in the bed, do you have anything to say?
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you. Now, if I could ask Archangel Michael, please cut any cords that there might be from this organic master energy that's been removed. I ask that this be removed now and cut any tentacles, any energies, any attachments. Now, if you could flood this area with the archangels, could flood this area with any light. What would you like to go into this area in the back of your head, your neck, and your shoulders? You'd like
Pink.
I ask the archangels to please flood this area with that beautiful pink, beautiful light. Thank you. Now, before we leave this area, I'm going to ask that the archangels also remove the AI device, this metal device that's been in the neck and the shoulders, the back of the head, feeling like it's gripping. It has tentacles. I ask that they remove this. Now, everyone's in place. From 3 down to 1. 3, 2, up and out, and this device is completely removed. This shiny black metal device removed from the back of the head and the neck and the shoulders. It had tentacles that were gripping and they were messing the one in the bed up and controlling her for her knowledge. 1, completely removed entirely. The archangels are removing this up and out and taking this off the planet and out of this universe into the universe where it belongs. And again, I ask that any cords, that Archangel Michael remove any cords, any AI cords, any cables, any tentacles, any attachments that were holding this energy in place completely be removed. Now I ask if you would like to tell me what color of energy you would like flooded into this area where this metal device, this AI device was. What color would that be?
Electric blue.
Beautiful. I ask that the Archangel Michael, send his electric blue energy into this area completely. And flood this area completely. Now I'm going to ask that you put your awareness into your higher self, and that I ask that your conscious mind step back and your higher self step forward so that I might ask some questions today.